morning students. Today the last topic of this chapter, that is nervous tissue, and we have discussed all other three basic tissues of our body. So today the last is nervous tissue. What is nervous tissue? And you have studied in class 9 about the nervous tissue. It is a main component of nervous system because it's named nervous tissue. It's a main component of nervous system which includes brain, spinal cord and neurons. This nervous tissue actually makes up this CNS and PNS, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. So central nervous system and peripheral nervous system has main components of nervous tissue. Nervous tissue is a main component of central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. What is the main function of it? The main function of this tissue is integration and communication with one cell to other cell and whole of the body. This nervous tissue contains two different categories of cells. First neurons and then neuroglia. So neurons and neuroglia are two different categories of cells. What are their function? As you know, neurons, they are highly specialized nerve cells. Neurons are highly specialized nerve cells, and the main function of neuron is to generate and conduct nerve impulse. On the other hand, neuroglia, it is sportive in nature. It sports neurons to conduct nerve impulse. So they are sporting cells. They provide physical support in the form of myelin sheath, and they remove debris. That means they used to remove unwanted substances from this tissue and provide electric insulation. And this neuroglia, as I said, it is a sporting cell. It provides support to these neurons to conduct nerve impulses. They produces myelin. Myelin sheath in the nerve cell is produced by these neuroglia. Schwann cells are also neuroglia cells. So these nerve cells can either be motor nerves, sensory nerves, autonomic nerves and cranial nerves on the basis of their different functions and locations. Motor nerves means when we walk, we do something physically with our skeletal muscles. Actually the message has been sent to the brain through spinal cord, and in turn actually the stimulus is taken place and then we function, our body functions. Sensory nerves, when we sense heat, cold, etc., all the physical or chemical things which are around us, we are able to sense all of these things. हमें गर्मी लगना, ठंड लगना, आँख के पास ये वो this that, all of these is possible due to these sensory nerves. Autonomic nerves, the function of our stomach, smooth muscles, heart muscles are only possible through these autonomic nerves. And then cranial nerves, which are 12 pairs of cranial nerves, okay, and they have different functions. Okay, and this is the structure of this the nervous tissue, this neuron, structure of neuron. It has this main cell body, of the neuron. This main cell body has nucleus inside. This cell body, the whole of this is known as cell body. This nucleus inside, cytoplasm and other organelles. These branched structures are extensions of plasma membrane, which are known as dendrites. So dendrites are extensions of plasma membrane. When we do talk about extensions of cell membrane in case of neurons, they are known as processes. So processes, when we used to say processes term, in case of neuron is used for extension of cell membrane, which are known as dendrites. So nucleus in the cell body, nucleus is oval shaped. It contains nucleolus and chromosomes. The nucleolus inside this nucleus produces ribosomes, means protein factory is ribosomes. These extensions of cell membrane, branched extensions of cell membranes are known as dendrites. They are highly branched processes. जब भी प्रोसेसेस की बात हो रही है, बात समझ लीजिएगा, यहाँ बात किसकी हो रही है, एक्सटेंडेड सेल मेम्ब्रेन्स. तो हाईली ब्रांच्ड प्रोसेसेस रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर receiving informations from other neurons and synapses. Synapses are junctions between two respective neurons. So the receiving information as signals from other neurons means they actually communicate with other neurons. Okay. Then cell body. This cell body is the main body of this neuron structure. This contains nucleus, which is oval shaped, cytoplasm and organelles. Extensions of cell membrane referred to as processes, as I told you in case of dendrites. Dendrites are processes, extensions of cell membrane in neuron. Then this axon. Axon is this axon. Axon is long stem-like projections and responsible for communicating with other cells. जिन cells से ये जो axon है वो communicate करता है, जैसे मान लीजिए muscle cells के ऊपर जो है, जैसे हमें मान लीजिए हमें heat feel हुई, तो वो जो heat है, वो जो stimulus है, heat का stimulus है, उसका जो signal होगा वो कौन उठाएगा? ये axon terminals, ये जो axons है, ये उठाएंगे, ठीक है? और फिर ये चीज यहाँ पे इवेल्युएट होती है, ये मैसेज आगे से आगे पहुंचता है. ओके, सो द रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर कम्युनिकेटिंग विद अदर सेल्स. तो जिन सेल्स के साथ ये कम्युनिकेट करता है ये एक्सोन, ये न्यूरॉन, उन सेल्स को हम क्या बोलते हैं? टारगेट सेल्स. सो दे मे बी मसल सेल्स एटसेट्रा. नोड्स ऑफ रेनवियर, एक्चुअली गैप बिटवीन टू H1 cells, बीच में जो है ये, these are nodes of Ranvier gap. They facilitate rapid conduction. Okay, so these nodes of Ranvier actually ensures that the conduction would faster. These are axon terminals, means actually the end of this axon in the form of these branched axon terminals. The synaptic nodes are there. They are responsible for providing synapse between neurons. Synapse is a junction or bridge between two neurons. Okay, and it contains neurotransmitters. This part of axon terminal, they contain neurotransmitters. This is H1 cell. H1 cell are the part of neuroglial cells, and they keep peripheral nerve fibers alive, and the main function is to form myelin sheath, which is protective in nature and ensures safe and rapid conduction of impulse through axon. Myelin sheath is an insulating layer formed by these H1 cells or neuroglial cells, and they form around, or this sheath forms around the nerves. Okay. And it is made up of fatty substances and protein. So it's about all the structural arrangement and all the parts of this nerve body, and actually how the message is passed on from one neuron to other neuron. Actually, it is a unidirectional message. It begins at dendrites, यानी ये यहाँ से शुरू होता है मैसेज, जो इम्पल्स है वो डाइंग यहाँ से यहाँ की, जो सिग्नलिंग होती है वो फ्रॉम डेंड्राइट्स टू एक्सॉन टर्मिनल. इट इज यूनिडायरेक्शनल, इट इज ऑलवेज यूनिडायरेक्शनल. इस तरह से चलेगी ये चीज. तो इट्स अबाउट नर्वस टिश्यू. आप इस चैप्टर को अच्छे से रिवाइज कीजिएगा. तो कल हम इसके बारे में PDF भेजेंगे और डे आफ्टर टुमारो वी विल स्टार्ट द न्यू चैप्टर। थैंक यू।